Hello, this is Faith at Faith&books, and I was tagged by Peg at the History Shelf to do the New Year's book tag 2020. Yeah, New Year's book tag 2020. And so let me get to my answers I wrote out here. So thank you very much, Peg. Let's see, there are 6 questions, and then I'm supposed to tag people for the 7th requirement for this tag. So the first question is, how many books are you planning to read in 2020? So for many years now, maybe over 10, I've been participating in a challenge called Read 52 Books in 52 Years. So every year I try to read 52 books. Some years I don't do very well and I only get to about 30. One year I got to 60 somehow. It really varies on what's going on that year and what type of books I read. If I'm reading a lot of children's literature or just sort of, easy to read mysteries or something, I can get through a lot more. If I'm reading denser material or chunksters, then it takes a while and I don't get as many read. But 52 is always my aim. Let's see. Question number 2 is, name 5 books that you didn't get to read in 2019 but want to make a priority in 2020. So I think I've already mentioned the first 2 in several videos, but one is Bleak House. I forgot to get the book to show you, but one is Bleak House. And the other one is The Daughter of Time by Josephine Tey, which is a reread for me, but I don't remember it. So I wanna get more into Josephine Tey. The third book that I didn't get to read in 2019 and I'm currently reading is The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich. Another book that I've had sitting on my shelf for a couple of years, in the back of my mind, I've been thinking, I really want to read this. And then I think Alba at Seriella mentioned it, maybe. Somebody mentioned it. It's Evicted by Matthew Desmond. And I've been wanting to read this for the last couple of years and just never seemed to pick it up. So hopefully in 2020 I will pick that up. The other book that I didn't read in 2020, because I didn't really read any Nathaniel Hawthorne, I don't think. I've been trying to read all of his work since I rediscovered him in adulthood and found that I really, really enjoyed his writing. So I've been wanting to read The Marble Fawn, and I'm hoping in 2020 I will get around to reading that. So that was question number 2. Number 3, what genre do you want to read more of in 2020? Well, I want to read more mysteries, Josephine Tey, but also I was watching Kate Howell's list of mysteries, and there's so many series out there that seem like light but intelligent reads that are mysteries, a lot of cozy mysteries, and I just don't know about them. I've just never picked them up. So I tend to go for the classic mysteries from the golden era, and I'm not that interested in more contemporary ones. I think because I had a bad experience trying to read, I think it's Patricia Cornwell, something like that. And it was dreadful. It was so violent and gory and disturbing that I sort of decided that unless it's like a classic mystery, it's just not my cup of tea. But I think there are a lot of mysteries out there that are my cup of tea or could be. So I want to read some more mysteries. I also want to read more history. I want to read more David McCullough and maybe some other people. But well-known popular historians, I'd like to read some of their works. And I also want to read more theology. I'm just always trying to plumb the depths of theology. And so that's something that's always a genre I want to delve into more. Number 4, I already did 3. 4, name 3 non-book related goals for 2020. Well, I would like to meet my 2nd grandchild in April, so that's a goal. I would like to turn 60 in 2020, so that's a goal, make it to my 60th birthday. I don't usually make a big deal out of birthdays. I kind of ignore them, or sometimes I even find them a little depressing. But I don't know why, but 60 just seems, I guess I never thought I'd make it. Maybe I won't. maybe I'll get hit by a car today or something, but it just seems like a big birthday to me. And then I need to do really boring stuff like medical checkups and things like that. I'm terrible. I'm like a guy. My husband takes better care of his health. He goes to his doctor's own. I just don't ever go unless I'm sick. And fortunately, I'm not often sick. So I need to get all sorts of checkups and tests and things that I'm sure turning 60, they're going to have a long list of stuff you're supposed to do. And maybe I'll be a responsible adult and follow through on those things. But so that's something I should do. I need to get a cataract operation so I can see better. My eyes are getting worse and worse. It's really bad. So yeah, medical stuff like that. Question number 5 is, what's a book you've had forever that you still need to read? So this one, I'm reaching out to Jason Harrigan at Byways in Bookland, because he seems to know about this. But I have had this book on my shelf, Meditations on the Tarot, A Journey into Christian Hermeticism. I've had this sitting forever, and I tried to read it a while ago, many years ago, and I just don't understand. I don't know anything about tarot cards. It's very dense. I don't know anything about Hermeticism. I'd like to. On the back, I got this used. It's kind of dirty, but the little blurbs on the back, they've got Thomas Keating, Stratford Caldecott. That's somebody I've read a couple of his books. I love his stuff. They got somebody from Commonweal, Hans Urs von Balthasar wrote the foreword to the German edition. Basil Pennington. I mean, these are the heavy hitters in the Catholic world are, talking about how wonderful this book is. And it's so daunting to me. I just don't understand it. So I've been wanting to read it. I need to learn more about this so I can get into this book. It's written by an anonymous, and it was originally written in French. And then it's been translated into all these different languages. I'm just wondering if Jason has heard of this and if he can steer me or guide me into how to tackle reading this book. But that is something that I have had this ongoing project of trying to clean up our study and get my books organized. The study is clean thanks to my youngest daughter who really went in and did a great job organizing it for me. But the books themselves aren't organized. They've just been shoved on the shelves, and they need to be organized. Well, one part is, but the rest are just a mess. So I'm still not quite there yet. But anyway, I noticed this when I was working, that, this book, I've never, ever been able to conquer this book. I would really like to be able to do that. That would be cool. I think it would take me a really long time to read, though, because it's very dense, and it's very mystical, very esoteric kind of stuff. But anyway, that's the book that I would really like to read. And if I could read it in 2020, that would be amazing. And then let's see. And then the one word you're hoping 2020 will be, and I'm just going to copy Peg because she said peaceful. And that's what she said was exactly what I've been thinking too, that just with the elections coming up and all the tension in the world, and I just want peace. We'll see what happens in 2020. So there's my New Year's book tag, and I'm supposed to tag people. So I'm going to tag Joey at Game of Authors, Seeking Stories, and I'm sorry I don't remember, it's really a couple. I'm sorry I don't remember your names off the top of my head. And who else is that going? There's a new, and again, I don't remember the actual name, but it's called, I can't remember. It has something, it's a play on the All That Rises Must Converge, but it's all who read must converse. That's what it is. It's a really cute title. So I'll link that one as well. That's a channel that's brand new to me. It seems like it's going to be really good. So those are my 3 tags. And I think I'm going to be done with any kind of New Year's thing now, because what's today's date? We're 2 weeks into the new year. So I'm going to stop thinking about that. You know, another goal that I really should have mentioned is my Latin, taking the Latin exam. But anyway, so I really have 4 goals. So I guess that's it, and I will talk to you later. Bye.